Hey, how you guys doing? I'm the Anime, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm on GTA Online, checking out the Karin Futo GTX, the drift version of the Karin Futo GTX. And we're going to be drifting that vehicle. Again, another vehicle with an Itasha livery. Like I said before in the last couple of videos, the reason I'm doing these cars over again and doing these specific cars, because they do have Itasha liveries, and technically the drift versions of these vehicles are technically brand new cars, so I am doing a video on all the new ones that have come into the game. Now, very interestingly enough, the Karin Futo GTX is a car I have not seen too much of while drifting in the drift races. I don't know why that is. Is that possibly because, you know, the vehicle is not that good at drifting, which strangely enough, I mean, it is the Karin Futo GTX. I mean, the Karin Futo, the AE86, the, you know, the Panda, the Torino. I mean, like, I'm surprised, you know, this vehicle is not that good, it seems, because I don't really see many people using it. A car like this, I would have expected to do very well in drifting, but again, like I said, you know, I just don't see people using it, or maybe people aren't aware of it, or people just don't like using it at all. I don't know, but again, you know, it is kind of strange that nobody's touching this vehicle. So you know, let's give it the drift tune. Looks pretty good. In fact, the fitment actually looks pretty good compared to all the other cars, and considering the fact you cannot load the suspension on the drift vehicles, the fitment actually looks pretty good. Not too bad at all. It's better than both the Itasha Rummus and the ZR350. Way better. Alright, so let's take it down to the little test track here and see how good this vehicle is and see if it's actually worth picking up. Alright, here we are with the Karin Futo GTX. Now, interestingly enough, only the GTX version of the Karin Futo is allowed to have this drift tune. The normal Futo is unfortunately not included, which is quite a shame. I really wish they would have included that vehicle, especially since that's like the literal OG drifting vehicle from like the start. I would think, you know, you would, you know, give that car an update, but I guess they figure, well, you know, the GTX version is the pop-up headlights version. You know, people are gonna want that one more than they want the normal Futo. But I mean, personally, I would want both. That's just me personally, though. But drifting wise, this car, I mean, it's decent. It is very underpowered, though. It's not like the Itasha Rummus, and it's not like the ZR350. This vehicle does not have as much power as both of those vehicles. In fact, I think this actually might be the reason why a lot of people are not drifting this car or using this car in races, or at least the drift races. Understandably, yes, it does drift okay, and it is the AE86, it is the Panda Torino. Personally, like, this car, I don't think it has the speed to keep up with all the other cars in the drift races. So I think that's why nobody's driving this car in the drift races, because it doesn't make any sense. There's just not enough power coming from this vehicle. I mean, I'll admit though, it is kind of cool watching it drift, and you know, I am able to drift this car easily, just like all the other vehicles. But I think when it comes to, you know, getting the most points, you know, you need, you know, the power, you need the speed to be able to do the drifts perfectly in order to obtain those points. If you cannot get a car that gives you enough power to attain, you know, a lot of points, then, you know, what's the point in even using the car in the race? Yeah, not bad at all. I guess we can try it in a drift race, see how good or bad it is. Alright, first race in the Karin Futo GTX drift version, and interestingly enough, we're in the perfect place. We're at the dockyard, so I think this is the perfect place for this vehicle. Let's turn on the fog lights here so we can actually see where we're going, and yeah, let's see how good or possibly how bad this vehicle is. But yeah, it is a little bit on the slow side, I will admit. With the ZR 350 and Ramas, you know, at least I got a little bit more speed out of that one. Like here, it's like I'm just slowly drifting. You know, slowly getting my points. You know, slowly but surely I will get some points. Ooh, okay, well I spun out. I was not able to keep that drift. Well, then I got a decent amount of points. I was able to keep the multiplier up for a while. Wasn't too bad. Ooh, keep it. Yeah, see, it doesn't have the power. It does not have the power. I mean, granted, I am in first place, but again, you know, like I said in the last two videos, you know, there are people, you know, drifting so well that, you know, you really won't see their points until they, like, truly mess up, which, you know, for them is rare, or, you know, you really won't see that until, you know, either when the race is done. Again, like, it's stable. The drifting is stable, but it's just slower. Like, you're not going to be, you know, in front of the pack with this one. Whether it be a drift race or even just a regular race, really. Ooh, okay, precision drifting. Not bad. I think I'm going to avoid that green spot. Personally, I'm just going to avoid it. It feels, especially with this car, it doesn't have enough speed to keep up in that area. No! Oh my god, that's 75,000 points. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, that's wild. Okay, so technically, I probably could have won this race, but I did kind of just lose my focus just a bit, and unfortunately, I lost all the points, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Oh my gosh, that's not something you want. I did good for a little bit, but after that last what? Oh, that shouldn't even count. Really? Hitting a person? Hitting a person takes away points? Oh, that's not fair. I mean, in a game called Grand Theft Auto when you run over people? Aw. Well, again, technically, I probably could have won that one, but I did hit the wall on the last turn, so yeah, it does suck. But I mean, so far, I mean, it doesn't seem to perform that badly. It really doesn't. It performs okay. It's just a little bit underpowered. In other words, you're going to have to give it some more attention than the other vehicles in the game in this drift mode. You just gotta give it just much more attention. Yeah, but yeah, it's not bad for the first race. Let's head over to another race, shall we? Alright, doing another race, this time in the mountains. I think this might help this car out, especially since this particular track has some downhill parts, so who knows, we might be able to get a better, some better drifts out of this one. For some strange reason, also this guy, or the host, has decided to make the race contact instead of non-contact, which so far, I mean, really all of the races I've done, at least the drift races, have been mostly non-contact, because I have learned that, you know, when you do actual like contact races on here, like, you actually lose points, especially if the other driver hits you, which is weird in my opinion. I don't think I should be losing points for them hitting me. It should be the other way around, but I mean, it is what it is, though. Ooh, the Futo, it is struggling up the hill right now. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, it's struggling. It really is struggling. And again, just like all the other drift vehicles, this one does actually have, like, technically it is all-wheel drive, so it does have like that all-wheel drive physics, which really only like kind of kicks in at like a certain speed. So like you have to be like going like a certain speed for even that to even kick in. Oh, we're doing good. Can we I love this section. Oh no. Okay, well at least we lost the multiplier. As long as we didn't lose the points. Holy crap. That would have really sucked if we would have lost the points on that. Ooh. Yo, that was tight. That was tight. We're doing pretty good. I love this section again, though. Like, doesn't matter if it's drifting or during a normal race. Like, that's just one of my favorite sections. Let's see if we can take this this green part right here. See if we can kind of boost up the multiplier here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's no. Whoa. Someone was behind me. I didn't even notice him there. Yeah, I think I see why nobody drives this car. It has no power. It has no power. I mean, it is the Cholino A86. We get it. It's cool, but it's just not competitive enough in these type of races. Like, for example, this Toyota Supra up here, that has the power, that has the speed, that is what you want in this type of race. The Karin Futo GTX, it drifts okay, but does not have the speed, it does not have the power. It's very underpowered. It's not what you want. Trust me, it's just not what you want. Which it kind of sucks though, because I really do like this car. And this car does have some really good liveries. It also has the Initial D livery as well. Not only that, but even the Itasha livery. But personally, it just does not do well. It unfortunately just does not do well at all. Like I said, it does drift. It does drift, but if you want to win some of these events, you're going to have to put some real work in it. Like, you're going to have to give this car a lot of attention, because right now, like, I'm struggling. If this was the ZR350, I'd be flying down this road with almost no problem. But like this, I have to keep wiggling this thing back and forth constantly, and it wiggles back and forth constantly at such a slow rate. But yeah, Karin Futo GTX and the drift races. My personal opinion, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. Maybe it's great, you know, to play or, you know, drive this vehicle outside of drift races, you know, just, you know, being in a lobby with your friends, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to actual, like, drift races, you know, for a competitive type of you know, thing that you want to do with this vehicle, it's just not there. It's just not there. I would recommend getting something with a little bit more power, like even the Honest Ramas has more power than the Karin Futo GTX. So yeah, that does suck though, because I really do like that car, but it's just underpowered. There's no way getting around that. There's no way getting around that at all. But yeah, anyways, like I said, Karin Futo GTX, cool car, very iconic, has lots of references. You know, you can drift it. You know, it has the Initial D livery, has an Itasha livery on it, has everything you want. Heck, even has the squinted pop-up headlights with fog lights, mind you, yellow fog lights. But do think it is kind of worth it to pick it up. Worth it to pick it up as the normal version if you do not plan to drift this vehicle at all in any way. Even if it's just with, you know, with friends, then I don't think it's necessary to pick up the drift version of this car, or even give this car the drift tuning. Just buy the normal standard vehicle, and you should be fine. You should be fine. But yeah, that's all I have to talk about regarding the drift version of the Karin Futo GTX. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. But that's all the time I have for today in this video. I hope to see you guys in my next one.